2022 marks the 6th running of the Tab Everest, and one man who has backed this race since its inception is the great Max Whitby. He's a wonderful friend of this program, and he's the guy I was talking about who wants another horse coming around the outside of classic legend Masked Crusader. How are you, Maxie?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Very well.
Well, Maxie, Masked Crusader, the first horse to be locked in for the Everest before Christmas. I tell you what, you did not muck around this time.
No, all indications late last year we had a horse that gave one place better this year. And consequently, we're very happy to lock in, and preparation was everything. And by all reports, we're going along nicely. You saw the barrier trial Tuesday against Marzu, and I think we're on track. Everybody's happy, just the weather.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? That's the unknown factor. And Jules and I were talking about it during the break. We just don't know. I mean, Shelby 66 won a Group 1.
Yeah, well, you know, what can I say? Just every year we say, oh, it's not going to be wet, and all the long forecasts say it's not happening, and then it always, well, I think we've had a wet week every year, I think, something like that. We can handle the wet okay, as long as it's not a heavy, you know.
What has the feedback been from Team Hawkes? As you said, we saw that trial. How's he going at the moment?
They were very happy. The times are very good. Neil's he's the liaison. He's the point man with Masked Crusader with the Hawkes crew, and all indications are everything's on track.
How excited do you get this time of the year, Max? Like, we've got the San Domenico today, I think it's the Chelmsford next week, and then we've got Group 1 racing from there on all the way through to deep into November. We've got the Memsie Stakes at Caulfield today, lots of the good horses, Tefane, Alligator Blood. What about you as a man that loves this game this time of year?
Well, obviously it's fantastic, and we've had a pretty frustrating year, haven't we, with all the weather and the tracks. And I lost the campaign in Queensland through the weather. We couldn't get them prepared properly. So I'm getting more excited by the day. I'm still a little bit confused. We went early. History, we usually go late, but there's a few of the big names haven't taken or made their selections yet. So it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out. But of course, we're having a very exciting year because we've got runners in the Cosy. We think we have anyway. We've got one in the big dance, and we could have two in the big dance, and we've got the Everest. So we could have a pretty happy September, October, and the first Tuesday in November would be nice.
Maxie, you've been around a long time. You're a big fan of this game. You've been involved for a long time as well. What do you make of the state of racing in New South Wales at the moment? We've got prize money galore. We've got new races popping up left, right and centre. We are now running through until mid-November. It's pretty extraordinary.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, to add another $2 million race for the bush horses and the big dance, that's another great initiative. So, you know, Peter and the crew just keep going from strength to strength. The prize money's right. And I'd say if you run the tapes the last few years, I said it's a great time to be in racing, and I think it's only getting better.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously you hold a candle to the country. That's where it all started for you.
Well, we love the bush, mate. We were back on track after a couple of years out. I was happy to get around, and we did the Archer this year up in Rocky, which is gone a bit wider than normal, and they've got a good race up there, which is based on a Everest model, and we went up there, had a bit of fun, and yeah, so we're looking to get back into all the country racing again.
Maxie Whitby does know how to have fun. Before we let you go, what is the thinking with Masked Crusader this spring in terms of his runs? I think it was 3 runs before the Everest last year, following a similar pattern?
I think it's the same pattern, yeah. I haven't heard anything different, so I think leave that up to the team, and I wouldn't see any reason why not. He's stronger. I think he's come back stronger and bigger. And I think just adds, if you saw the way he went through the line there on Tuesday at the barrier trial, it took some holding to pull him up. So I think that last 200, we all know is what we really need. So he just opened the throttle and away he went, you know.
We're just watching a replay of last year's Everest. What does that do to the heart rate when you witness a race like that?
Well, a very wise man said that if you just put your hands about shoulder length, that's what you got beaten by, and that's about 4.4 million apparently.
But it was still probably your biggest win of the year, was it?
Yeah, it was. We did all right.
Did okay. And what about Les? It was God. We loved chatting with Les the other day, and 84.
I want to say something about that.
Yep.
I want to say that to you guys. What's this? You've got the old blokes on first, have you?
No, it's called experience.
Yeah.
It's called experience, Max.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, I'll cop that.
But
Sorry, I interrupted you.
that's another little fairy tale subplot, isn't it, with Les and Classic Legend after winning Cup.
Great story. Yeah. And a good man, mate. What a great bloke. What a great servant to racing. And to Randwick particularly. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Well,
you've got Beggy's got one down in Melbourne today. That could make a bit of noise too.
Yeah, well, we were talking about that before, passive-aggressive.
Another famous Randwick name.
Yeah, part of the conversation, Graham Begg. Hopefully I'm going to catch up with him during the week at Cranbourne. But he said, oh, no, I can't talk about the Everest because that would be just like school kids playing with others. But really, when you win five in a row, if she wins today.
Yeah. He's a man of understatement, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Good on you, bud.
Bit like yourself, Maxie. Lovely to catch up with you as always.
Okay, guys. Good luck with the show. See you soon.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.